it back. He was with the Olympic steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Now he with it. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Incredible.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in or lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And the debate right now is what's real and what's not. What say you, Steve?
No on that. But yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Not a chance.
That's real, Steve.
It's not. I mean, it might be. I don't know.
I think we lose.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, there are big things in the ocean, so. Hey.
I just sent Steve a picture of an octopus. It looks like a beached octopus. Have you seen any images on your social media? What do you call it? The algorithm, because it seems like we all get locked into the same
Everybody
algorithm.
starts seeing the same videos,
right,
and stuff all at once.
And aren't you just scared that one of those octopus arms will just give you one last flop?
Oh, listen, if it is real, I wouldn't be anywhere near it.
I would not be that close to that octopus.
Yeah.
I think octopus was probably 6 years old through 13. Like that was my worst. You know what it was? Right. I don't know if you ever seen the original.
I mean, they say they can grow up to 46 feet.
How would it get up on the beach though?
Yeah, I know.
I would have thought it would have sank if it got killed or something. But Steve, there was people 8150 93.9 3831 93.9. I want to tell you, Steve, it was in like the original Popeye.
Okay.
With Robin Williams was the Popeye. It was the first like movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they went from cartoon to movie. And there was this octopus. And it's like, it was like the childhood scarer.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
sure.
Do you have one of those?
I'm sure I do.
Have you seen the original Popeye? The movie? Okay.
No, I haven't.
Okay, yeah, it's one of those things. You'd have probably saw it on TNT one day and be like,
here it is.
What is this? Yeah.
That's how you go right there.
Yeah. It was, till about, there must have been one, like, maybe when I found out that they usually like squirt ink and then run away.
Yeah.
Then it was like, okay, maybe.
Maybe I can get in the ocean. Yeah, like there's not, as soon as I step foot in the ocean, there's,
it's just a massive octopi.
Yeah.
Coming to get you. Okay, so Steve, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. Listen, there's all eyes right now. Report yesterday that by Jody Demling that there's a chance Coleman Hawkins may visit this weekend.
Which are you more excited about? The fact that you're getting should be getting Hawkins on campus, or that my guy what's his name returning to Arkansas?
Well, I think you couple them both together, and then I mean, right now you've got Trilly Donovan saying looks like Louisville, SMU, and K-State, but K-State got Onyenso yesterday. Yeah.
I'm curious about that one.
Popeye is huge.
Oh my God. Listen, the eye was like as big as Popeye, and it left. Listen, the Popeye octopus left an impression on all the kids. The horse that died in Never Ending Story,
Mm-hmm.
Atreyu's horse, scar you real good.
Sure.
The Popeye octopus, scar you real good.
Yeah.
I think Pet Cemetery or something. The
Mhm.
Chucky doll was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But we're
Chucky doll was rough. Yeah. That was rough.
yeah. There was another one called the Leprechaun.
I remember the Leprechaun. Remember Leprechaun Goes to the Hood?
Yeah. He was smoking weed.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this sample? Whatever he said, it was real.
Yeah.
Actually, Steve, it's funny. I was flipping through channels,
Yeah.
and that little clip was right there, and I was like, no.
Yep. Leprechaun Goes to the Hood, man.
And it was full of every cliche stereotype that you could get away with. Okay. Coleman Hawkins.
Yeah.
Are we on Coleman Hawkins' watch?
I mean, I think so to an extent, because
How do you avoid getting on Coleman Hawkins' watch and not being disappointed if you don't get him?
I mean, I think if he shows up this weekend, then I think hopes will be way up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, then it come in, man, because you're kind of gonna, if he shows up this weekend, I think you're gonna really start to like, oh my God, like, we might actually get him. You know, like this could be something. And
so you're allowed to be disappointed if you get him on campus and
I
don't
think
land.
so. I mean, not disappointed in your season, because I mean, you still got a good team.
Yeah,
like,
just,
you're really
just disappointed on a good get.
but like, yeah, like a guy that could take you up another level. You know, I mean, so you get him. I mean, I think all of a sudden you go up into the top 20. You know, and you start to think about a second weekend possibly, you know, like where you can do, you know, things you can do in the tournament. So, yeah, I mean, there's...
Wait, so you're saying you stick Coleman Hawkins on there and you start an expectation for second week?
I don't want to say that until we get midway through the season. I've watched my team play, you know, but I'm saying...
Why would you need to do that?
Yeah, well, because we just don't know anything right now.
Why would you need to wait that long to be excited about the second weekend?
Yeah, I mean, am I going to start thinking that? Yeah, probably. Like, I'm going to be like, man, this team's got Sweet 16 potential, like, you know, or further.
But
like,
it always goes back to what you said. And what we've watched, just the KCD, we've watched you. Second weekend is you won.
I mean, can I go to the Bahamas now expecting to win a couple games? Look, I'm planning on going to the Bahamas.
It's 4 games in the Bahamas?
I think 3.
Okay, 3.
Maybe 4, but I think 3. Because I think you're guaranteed 3 games.
You're going to play the 3 other people. Okay, if there's...
I think there's 8 teams.
Okay.
So I think you're guaranteed 3 games.
You got to get 3.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to the Bahamas and I'm expecting like, okay, man, maybe we can make some noise in this thing. Like this is, I mean, we go, I mean, you look at the other rosters and you go, okay, we got a shot in this thing now, you know, like
that
a real
is
shot.
the problem. Rosters and win total, experience and win total of already, you know, just confirmed winners. I don't have a lot of talent from losing teams. You know, I don't have a lot of that. Like
when you start to look at your own schedule, you know, when it starts to come out, I mean, you say, okay, we know we got Kentucky, we know we got the Bahamas, but then everywhere else, it's like, okay, we're going to probably get another SEC team in the ACC, SEC, and then it's like, okay, I think we play Winthrop, we know that, and a couple games like that, but you're like, man, I could win some games here, man. You start looking around. That's what I'm saying. I mean, even in the Bahamas, I mean, you go, Indiana's got a really good roster, Arizona, you know, a couple teams like that you're like, you know, it's going to be tough, but I don't think I can't not beat them.
I don't think I don't have the roster to, of course I don't trust Indiana.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't have the roster to beat who we play against. Again, there's 4, it could be 4 games where I look at the roster and be like, yeah, it's gonna be about 4 to 6 the entire year. Did I say roster wise?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, 4 to 6.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and if that, I mean,
yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm sticking 2 more rosters on that I don't know about.
Yeah, that you just are like, man, that team's really good. you know, like a Wake Forest or a NC State or somebody that's
Funny,
really
I was looking
good.
at Georgia Tech in football, and I'm like, they might be all right.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I think
In
they
football?
Yeah, which is kind of going to be our first game to an extent, you know, because like you got 2 practice type games, and then it's like now I've got a week off. Now I'm finally like late September. I'm finally okay. Now I've got some competition here.
Okay, that I don't want to jump back into football. Yeah, we can circle back around to that. Texas says what, cautiously optimistic?
No, it says Steve's a hugely optimistic negative man. That's a good way to.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bahamas. 2 out of 3, you good?
Oh yeah. If especially like right now, I kind of feel like we
doesn't matter
get,
the who.
If you win 2 out of 3 with that, you've done pretty good.
Because of
I mean,
who's all in
you've
the tournament.
beaten. Yeah. I guess if you beat Davison and the other,
right.
If there's another bad team that you're just like, oh man, maybe then it's like, well, what did we really do? But I think it also would matter like who you lose to and how you lose. If you in Indiana go to a great 3-4 point game back and forth, you're like, man, this is a great game. And you lose, and then you beat Davidson and beat West Virginia. You're like, I'm still feel pretty good leaving there. And, I didn't get my name, but I'm still like, yeah, but I mean, we can beat that
West
Indiana
Virginia
team.
still doesn't count as a name?
I mean, it depends on how good they are. I mean, they are a name,
Yeah.
But I mean,
I still.
It's not like beating Arizona. Well, and again, if West Virginia's a name, if they're ranked, but like West Virginia, I don't think it's going to be very good at all this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of one of those deals where it's like, I mean, if they're not good, then you don't care.
Huggy took it with him, didn't he?
Yeah, but West Virginia still, if West Virginia is like number 12 West Virginia, number 15 West Virginia, yeah, you look at that and go, no, that's a really good win. Like you would.
Are you worried about the conference? Like when will you start worrying about the conference narrative? I
don't think you're going to get it this year. Because I mean, I think Carolina's going to be good. I think Duke's going to be good. I think we're going to be good again.
No, okay, that's what I'm saying. When do you think you're going to start even concentrating on how they're rating the ACC overall, or just like, are you saying that shit really doesn't matter?
For me, especially now, it doesn't matter. Now that is still me coming off the last 4 or 5 years where I'm like, I'm just more focused on just my team getting right.
Yep.
I don't care. You're not going to be able to hurt me with the, well, we don't think they see very good. Okay, I don't care. I'm ranked 12th, and I'm really excited.
Yeah,
so I don't care.
If you try to knock me on a couple of seeding lines, that's
now,
about promotion. Get away with.
Once we are back into the flow, and I say that, and then come to me on February, and I might be like, I should be a 3 seed. They're doing that because the ACC, or whatever. But I've said it before, though. I think if Louisville's better, I think the ACC starts to get more love again. Like, Indiana scares me more than UK. I agree with that. Indiana's tough. If Woodson.
Listen, judging from recent experience, Steve.
Yeah.
Listen, I need experience and wins on my roster. But yeah, so Indiana is, to me, Pope running a college system is more scary than Indiana and dudes.
Yeah, just you're like, that system.
Yeah, I learned it.
Like, you've had good teams. Like, Indiana's had good teams the last 2 years.
Yeah, good rosters.
Yeah, good rosters. Like Underwood.
That wasn't anything we got to take.
It was, they were asking for Nick about something unrelated, and I was like, Nick's not here, so sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Fair enough.
Okay. Let's get a little bit of NBA talk, because we're going to have to take an early commercial break. We're having a guest come on and talk about some important things.
Okay.
Who is LeBron's best running mate of his career, Steve? Summer Radio 101.
Yeah, I know. It's Kyrie, right?
Prison in a moment, Kyrie.
I know. Probably Dwayne Wade.
As a Heat fan, Dwayne Wade.
What say you?
I would say Kyrie, just because after that second Heat season with Wade, you can kind of see Wade's knees were falling apart towards then, and he wasn't the same. Where Kyrie was just young and ready to go. And he has the game winner over Steph. That was legendary.
Text us really quick, really quick, hot, because we're gonna go to a quick commercial break.
Fair.
But I want to know right now who is LeBron's best running mate? Old Shaq. So Drunas Ilgauskas was a beast.
I think I go Wade just because in my head I'm seeing them and I'm like, they literally never missed the finals together.
Oh, hold on. And no Anthony Davis, Bubble Anthony Davis.
He was good there, but
Bubble Anthony Davis.
yeah, he was tough, man. He was
tough.
hitting threes. He was hitting step backs. It was like, okay.
Bubble Anthony Davis. But that's a single season, so
Yeah.
Kevin Love had a good run with him too.
Yeah.
Kevin Love was tough with him.
Yeah.
Mo Williams.
Mo
know.
and Boobie Gibson.
Well, here's my thing though. Like Kevin Love and Kyrie, like, yeah, they were good, but then they also like kind of cost them by getting hurt the one year.
See, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like, do their injury, they were kind of like, actually, a lot of the weight on him was because they missed so many games.
Yeah. It's like they really kind of messed him up. Like even
We know the real answer though, right?
I'm listening.
Delonte West.
Delonte
Yeah,
West.
that was coming.
That of course.
That was the one liner on the way.
Of course. Oh God. Yeah.
What's
Bronny. Next year.
Bronny next year.
JJ Redick. They're hiring JJ, gonna draft Bronny. Gonna be a squad.
Is he gonna be a first round pick?
Probably going 17th because Lakers kept the 17th pick. They didn't have to give it away in that trade. So
Hey, just get one assist to your kid and then quit. Right? I mean, you gotta do that, right? You just gotta get one assist to your kid. Say, shoot it.
I think it's why they're hiring JJ to take some of the view off of, like, more of the story is going to be like we talked about yesterday, like, well, me and you privately, not on air, but like JJ Redick just got the Lakers job. Has he ever been a coach? No, ever. Like not once, not one time. He's never coached anywhere in his life.
He's got a good podcast though.
Yep. Nope. He's the Lakers coach now. And you're, well, I love Redick. So I mean, like he was like my favorite player in high school. Like, so I'm not mad at all. But like, hey man, great for him. But it's like, it's kind of odd. Yeah. I feel like that's a big career jump.
Quite possibly the biggest
like,
career jump in history.
Go from I'm a retired.
Who's
NBA
better, JJ
player.
Redick or Steve Nash?
Oh well, I mean, of course I'm gonna say Redick because there's the upside to Redick because we've already
Longevity.
watched Nash.
And remember when Nash got the job, Kyrie literally comes out and says, "You know, we don't really even need a coach." And it's like,
I know, yeah. And it was like, man, Nash, like they had some dudes on that team, and like you really weren't good. That's why I'd probably go. But did you see the staff they're wanting to put together
at Lakers?
Yeah, it's going to be like they've already offered Rondo. They said a job on the staff. They've got oh my God, who's the guy? Scott.
Trainer, like a personal trainer guy?
No, he's a coach. He's been a coach before. He's been a head coach in the NBA. His first name's Brian Scott. No, what was it?
Look, Scott Skiles.
No,
I was going to say Scalabrini.
no, it's
I do like Scalabrini too, of course.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we got to take a quick commercial break. We'll revisit this. Like I said, important stuff coming up on the back end. Quick commercial break. 939 The Ville.
Is it the Special Olympics guy?
You filing online but not sure?
He was the one that just called.
Deduction? Well, Truth Tax and Accounting is here.
Years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop
includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
The sounds of spring can often be followed by the sounds of a broken air conditioner. With warmer weather ahead, don't wait for an emergency. So if you hear your AC unit making some unwanted noises, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Now when you buy a complete Trane system, receive 10-year parts and labor warranty and up to $1,000 rebate on a high-efficiency system. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com, and be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Keep playing. Keep working. Keep going. And keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on keeping on. Visit baptisthealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
Yeah, it's that good. There no pizza. Good taste, happy face, your place, my place. Always gonna make you happy. It's on your face. It's that good. Yes, it is, and we deliver it. Taste is fun. Yes, it is. We guarantee it. Yeah, it's that good. Ferno's Pizza. Yeah, it's that good.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-455-9419 today.
Lanning Paints is truly Louisville's hometown paint manufacturer.
Good to go in 40.
Coatings for homes and ship our
Should I call her now?
Across the United
Yeah.
Even across the world. I am Aaron Lanning, and I am lucky enough to work alongside my father, Nick, who is our chemist and brainchild for our local brand. He is working daily to formulate finishes and coatings that will beautify your interior walls, basement and garage floors, driveways, fences, siding, brick.
Actually, Cassell's I think he's been killing it up in Portland, right? Yeah.
Or call us at 245-0630 to reach our Middletown location, or 612-2138 for Dixie Highway, where we proudly offer a full array of Benjamin Moore products.
I'm thinking of Chauncey, that's what it is.
Painting the USA from Louisville, Kentucky since 1983.
To make sure our connections are good, let me take a second to remind everybody that temperature control is and always will be one of the most valuable resources one could have. If you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Dial 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split, like the one we use here at the 93.9 studio, sometimes referred to as the Players Club, for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. While we are trying to get everything connected. We're making sure. And 3, 2, 1. Very, very long awaited guest joining. Beth Denham. Beth, how's it going?
Hello, my friend. How are you? I miss you.
Likewise. So how's it going? Last time I heard from you, you were hanging out with our head marketer Ken, and he was lying about how wonderful I am or something like that. That was the rumor.
Absolutely. You're one of my favorites. And, Ken serves on our Cozier for Kids Advisory Council. So we're grateful to him for all his years of service that he's provided to our Cozier kids. He does a great job.
Okay. Now listen, you have to speak to me as if I am completely uninformed. Speak to the audience as though they're completely uninformed. What, tell us about the event that you have coming up on Saturday.
Well, we are super excited. We are having our first time Cozier for Kids Pickleball Classic. It's presented by Zealand, and it's going to be this Saturday, June 8th from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. at the Good Bounce Pickleball Yard, which is over on River Shore Drive, right there on River Road. Beautiful view of the river, wonderful facility. Folks can register at cozier.org/pickle. It's only $50 a person, and we have a whole variety of opportunities for folks to play. And we're doing a family fun fest that is going to be happening between noon and 6, so very family friendly. We're going to have food trucks, and there will be bouncy houses, face painting, games, all the things. And we're also having some celebrity guests who are going to be playing with us as well.
Okay, so when you say that, listen, you just overwhelmed me. You just loaded up so much and such.
Sorry.
You know how I get. I'm amazed with the project management that you always do when you put together your events. Like best events I've attended to, charity events, hands down. What what goes into the thought of putting a pickleball event together? Are you a pickleball player yourself, or did you just get with the right people and brainstorm? How did you put it together?
Well, great question. And, pickleball is all the rage right now, and everybody's talking about it. I have a sister who's super competitive, who loves to play. I have a lot of friends who play. I do it a little bit for fun. We did it on our family vacation last fall when we were in Arizona, and we're a competitive family, but we were just playing to kind of understand the sport. But folks love it, and there are some people who are just really good at it, and others who can come out who maybe have never played. And as a matter of fact, some of our celebrities who are coming out on Saturday, I understand, have never even held a pickleball paddle. So it should be very interesting and a lot of fun. But we have people like Eric Wood, who apparently is a very good pickleball player, who's very competitive. He'll be joining us out there, along with some of your former U of L players back in the day, like Peyton Siva, Tim Henderson, Stephen Van Treese. We've even got Jalen Howe from Racing Louisville, who's the captain over there, is going to come out with us for a little while, and quite a few others from some of our local TV stations. And we're just super excited. And I just thought this would be a wonderful opportunity for people to have fun, support a great cause in Cozier for Kids, and hopefully enjoy some beautiful weather out on our beautiful riverfront.
Okay. Can you go back to the registration and the location? Because like I said, anybody who wants it, like I said, they enjoy the idea that you put together and just want to donate, even if they can't attend, to the people who maybe at last minute decide, hey, will I be able to pull up and participate in the event, or just some people who just want to kind of check out the event itself.
Absolutely. And you know me, all are welcome. So we would love to have folks register online if they can, just so that we can make sure we have them registered properly. We can get them a court. And of course, they'll get a T-shirt for their $50 registration fee. And folks, though, can also just show up. They can show up that day. Again, we'll be out there from 8 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. We're going to have a DJ. Again, the Family Fun Fest, so very family friendly. So if folks want to come out, bring their kids, bring their grandchildren, all are welcome. There will be a food truck. There will be a bar for folks who want adult beverages. but the more the merrier is the way I look at it. Whenever I have parties or events, I love to bring in all the crowd, so all are welcome. We're even hoping to have a few surprise guests. Maybe a Marcus Maben may make an appearance. I don't know. But all are welcome. The more the merrier. But if you do want to play, by all means, we do want you to register ahead of time at cozair.org/pickle. Of course, you all can always call us at Cozair for Kids. We're so grateful to Zealand, who is our premier sponsor for this event. They're really helping us make it happen. It will be a magical day. The weather looks nice. So folks, again, they can register in advance or show up that day and just have a good time.
If you tag the ESPN Louisville and 93.9 in any tweets, we'll make sure we share them from the ESPN Louisville and 93.9 account. If there's anything else I can do, you let me know. Maybe we'll get you on here one more time Friday to talk about it, just to make sure people know exactly have good instructions to go with.
We would love that. And Marcus, our Cozair kids are so special to us, and there's so many people in our community who have supported Cozair for Kids. We're celebrating 101 years this year in our community of providing service to children in need and to their families. We're so grateful. We couldn't do it without the community support and without folks like you and Ken and even Zealand, who's putting on this event for us. So we thank you for all that you do. Thank you for allowing us to be on the show. And I'm just so grateful for your friendship, and go Cards, right?
Thank you so much. I will be talking to you soon.
Thanks, Marcus. Take care.
That was the lovely Beth Denham doing the Lord's work always. And listen, when she puts together events, the who's are there. It's legit.
Now, she's the one that did the dinners, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it like guest waiters and stuff?
Yes. That was actually awesome. I was extremely nervous about that.
Yeah.
We did the celebrity. We were the waiters.
Yeah. You're always nervous that you're going to get somebody's table and they're going to be like, oh,
listen,
you're the celebrity.
You know what that reminds me of, Steve? It was a replay on the other day. One of the funniest commercials. The guy's name is Michael Jordan. Do you remember that commercial?
Oh, yeah, the pizza.
Yeah. He's just a regular guy, and his name just happened to be Michael Jordan. Everywhere he went, we're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the guy delivers the pizza to him, and he's like,
bummer.
Oh.
Listen, the valet, look, at the airport.
Yeah.
He got Michael Jordan. He's looking at him. He's like, what? It's like, oh, man.
Michael Jordan.
Look, he goes to the restaurant. The waiter got the bomb champagne out. He gives him
no, it's not him.
Take it back. Yeah, that's what I assumed is going to be at the table. But know. I remember having a great table.
Like, you okay? So you played at Louisville? You're like,
what was your name again? And then they start Googling.
I know. Like, oh, and then they're like, oh yeah, I remember you. No, you don't. It's over now. Yeah, don't worry about it now.
But again, it didn't connect. Oh, for people who don't know, this is not the best place to park, and it's terrible. That
are they the same company too?
Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed too.
Like they're there together.
Fire suppression.
What happened to the truck? Tommy hit me.
Golly.
You guys are here together, man.
And yeah, I guess if you're gonna hit a truck though, that's what you hit one of your own company's trucks and keep you out of trouble a little bit. Okay, so Steve, we got some news during the break or right before we had Beth on. Announcement.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was like, what? Did we? See, they're like, what happened?
It actually did hit them.
They don't care. They're like, it's 2 work trucks.
Yeah,
we're not worried about it. Yeah, you can tell. Anyways, though, they game 1 looks like November 4th be against Morehead State in the KFC Center, Louisville and Morehead State. Yeah.
What? Do you still get nervous when you hear the word Morehead State?
Yeah, I know. Well, the tweet even said it like that too. The tweet was like it'd be a rematch of because I think it was a Morehead State writer was the one that wrote it. It was like it'd be a rematch of the 2011 tournament game.
Oh,
I'm like, yes, that's the only game we've ever played. So
Oh my God, Steve. Oh, Steve. Listen, you want to talk about a loser, Maven?
Yeah.
A loser. I'm talking about Steve.
Yeah.
When I saw that bracket, when I saw that, I remember just saying this. I remember I heard it so much, Steve, and I went loser. I went conspiracy theorist. They spell my name like that.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh darn it.
Marcus.
I'm going to start telling them
Marcus
with a Q. Steve, the weakness of that Louisville team was rebounding.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me it was a glaring weakness was the rebounding.
Uh-huh.
You cannot tell me that you get an in-state team with literally the best rebounder in the United States of America, and that's your matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they put it in
Fareed.
And that was the one time that Rick was right. Like really right.
Yeah.
Like when he was like, no, y'all don't understand. This is the best rebounder in all of college basketball. And we're like, okay. Then you're like, no, he is. Yeah, this is the best rebounder in all of college basketball. He went to the NBA and did it.
I think there's a moment when he's in the NBA where he missed like consecutive 5 shots, but he got all the rebounds because
all
he was
the
just
rebounds.
that big of a freak.
Like Rodman used to do.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Where it's like, oh my God, he just got 10 rebounds.
You know, Jalen was like, Dad, was this Rodman really that good?
Like, yeah.
I had to like when a kid asks a question like that, doesn't it suck when you can't understand, when you can't explain something like that?
Yes.
You know,
it's like, I mean, yeah.
Because you sound ridiculous.
Yeah.
You sound ridiculous. Because he's like, well, I heard more about him. Because I'm like, I don't know, son.
You're like, I don't know. He was like, he dressed as the wife as his wedding. Like he did a lot. He was friends with the North Korea.
Because you tell Jalen basketball Dennis Rodman. I'm like, he was he's the best rebounder that ever lived. You know, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, come on. I'm like, no, he's literally like the best. I'm like, he's 6'9", and he could guard every position. And everybody says, oh, he can guard it 1 through 5. No, he could really guard 1 through 5.
He really could.
And it's like, okay, let me guess. He get every rebound. He guard 1 through 5. He's on winning teams. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And he partied.
Yeah, you're like
hard.
Yeah, pretty much every team he was on won. He won with the Pistons. I mean, he won with the Spurs. He won with the Bulls.
Well, why don't people talk about him more?
Yeah.
Because he's nuts.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to call him.
He's different. It's just not sexy.
He turned up.
Yeah. Okay, what about this?
Moorhead.
Okay, yesterday, Luke Hancock went and watched some workouts because he does take advantage of that, unlike you. So I beg to. So he went and watched some of the workouts.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think he said was the biggest surprise?
Blind selection, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the biggest surprise? I'm gonna try to read your expression. Look at my face.
Okay.
Let me see.
Stop staring at me, dude. It's weird.
Let me see.
Weird.
Let me try to read you. The biggest surprise. Noah Waterman.
He did talk about Noah Waterman. He said Noah Waterman has had a really nice release, and he thinks he's going to be a really good player. Give you one more. I'll tell you what. I'll take one more off the board. He was talking about Rain Smith. Said Rain Smith went 81 of 87 in the 3-point shooting.
You know what? I thought that was going to be too easy.
Yeah,
I was going to say Rain Smith, but
it wasn't Rain Smith.
Yeah, you're right. So I was like, no, it can't be Rain Smith. Because I knew you wouldn't even ask me that question. It's just some shooter acknowledging a shooter.
Yeah.
Probably not. Connie Roos.
James Scott.
Steve, you know good and damn well that when you asked me that question, I was like, please, please let Steve say James Scott was the surprise.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
He said that was his biggest surprise when he went in there and the workouts and stuff. And he was talking about his ceiling. He was just like, no, he's a really good player. He's going to be he's like, that would be my guy that I'm like, yeah.
Tanner, I've had a thing for James Scott since the beginning.
Like good, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
good.
yes.
He's like the fourth youngest player this season, right?
Last year he
was last year.
He was fourth youngest player in all of Division I. And Steve's been trying to bench him every day
before he can get on campus.
I love James Scott.
Yeah, he's the 12th man on the bench.
Crazy me thought Jason Pryor would play over him. Silly me.
Did Hancock say anyone was like, he was like, yeah, no, this guy sucked. It's just like, I didn't like
nor would
imagine that though. He was just like, I did not like Case and Pryor.
Yeah. No, I don't know. He did that with Aiden Gahan.
That was our first sign.
He went in there and watched and was like, yeah, I don't think that guy's very good. It's like, no way. No, he can't. That can't be true.
But his nickname's the Irish Hulk.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no, he's actually not very good.
He's the mixtape legend.
Yeah. Yeah. But he has that mixtape, like when you watch and you're like, you're watching, and then you start to go, who's he playing?
Yeah.
Listen, this was really good at first.
Who he was playing against was like the one thing that you saw it and you just ignored it because you still
tried to ignore it because you're like, well, he plays in New York. It's like, well, yeah, but he plays in the New York, like literally like the church division.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But Steve, you still say a dunk is a dunk. And if you jump high and dunk really hard, you should be able to do it.
Which I will say, if he's stuck with Mac, I think his problem wasn't a skill set. I think his problem was just like, you know what he's doing now?
Modeling.
No, but that's funny. That would be he's like coaching kid camps. Like he's got his own like workout facility and stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's more of what you do. You know, like I think he's a guy that can do it. He looks the part. He knows the part. He just don't have that.
He had the missing, like he was missing that. He was missing an element.
Yeah,
majorly
missing his why.
Yeah, right. No,
why it was him.
Because you remember those little moments where you saw him and he was just like he was just way too organized and way too clean, and you know it's just like remember he's just lining up his shoes and
it was like all right.
He was just lotioning up a
remember
little
when
too much.
They did paintball and like he had no shirt on underneath the thing and he was just standing over there and it was like, God, look at that guy. And then you're like, okay.
It's a scene at the end of of Donnie Brasco when he said, if it was anybody, I'm glad it was you.
Yeah, glad it was you. Glad it was you.
Yeah, that was a gamble worth taking on the Irish Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, okay. What about the newest, real quick, I know we're bouncing around here, but as we're coming to the end of the hour, what about the new kid that just signed for Ohio State?
I'm listening.
His name is Lamar Bo Jackson Jr.
Zachy C just told me, I go, he has to be good.
Yeah. Lamar Bo Jackson Jr.
It's funny you say that, Steve, because you know what I meant to tell you about?
Okay.
What I meant to say to you?
Yeah.
How old are you when we're getting commits named LeBron?
I know.
The first wave.
We did.
The first wave of LeBrons are coming.
Yeah, people naming their kids LeBron.
Oh God, Steve.
Yeah, Tanner, we got a wide receiver named LeBron. That's awesome. Yeah,
we're getting the first wave of LeBron, Steve.
What's the word? We Are the Millers quote. Oh, what's the baby's name? Oh, LeBron. Oh, a little French fella.
That's pretty funny. We're getting our first waves of LeBrons.
Yeah.
Lamar Bo Jackson
Jr. That's
quick story. Look, I want to give a shout out real quick.
Okay.
You can participate if you want, but
Okay.
you don't have to. You can say that wasn't me, huh? Andrew Mullins. Andrew Mullins listen, Andrew. Marcus Maven owes you a big apology, but it's not his fault. It's your fault.
Okay.
Andrew Mullins. I know you listening. You have what's called it's called a identical, what is it?
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger. Andrew, there's a guy who used to work here. His name is Hunt, right?
Yeah.
Andrew, when Marcus Maven sees you, he thinks you're Hunt.
Yeah.
And then he realizes you're not Hunt because you look so much like Hunt.
He does.
Okay, so you're gonna participate too?
Yeah. No, I'm with you on this.
Andrew, like I've seen you a couple times, but you look so much like this one guy that used to work here that it really throws me off. And I'm like, you know what it looks like, Steve? When babies when they hand the babies to the twin father, and they keep on reaching out, and then they start looking at the other.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
And I'm like, Andrew, like, you're not Hunt, but you kind of are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, my bad. I didn't recognize.
Well, we talked about it because, I mean, let's, here's the thing. We chatted about it. I want him to know because when he left, I was like, I feel terrible. I'm like, I said, and Marcus didn't even know. I said, I've met Andrew Mullins 4 times.
Right.
And every time,
yep,
I don't realize who he is.
Yep.
And that's not me. I remember people. Like, and Andrew Mullins is a great dude. Like, so like I remember that. And he's got the connection with Jarbo. And I'm like, of course I would remember him. But when I said it, Marcus was like, dude, the same for me. And when you brought up the fact that he looks like someone else, like it looked like Hunt, who used to work here.
Yep.
And I'm still friends with Hunt on Facebook and stuff. So I still see him. I'm like, oh my God, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know how Hunt looks now, but you get the point.
No, the same.
Yeah, okay, he looks the same. Look, has the same beard, has the same haircut, just the same. So yeah, shout out Andrew Mullins. And like I say, you threw me and Steve off for a loop, and we both felt equally terrible.
Oh,
we had to go have a drink after that and just get our brains back under control. Go ahead and play us out. We're rolling along. Wednesday work. It's a work day, boy. This is a Wednesday work day for sure. So he liked James Scott.
That's what he said, man.
That's
what he said.
Be careful. Be careful. Rolling along, 93 on the bill.
Louisville fans, Steve Rummage here. We all know the importance of making the right hire, especially when the stakes are high. In basketball and in real estate, the right leadership makes all the difference. Just because someone seems nice or they're a friend of the family doesn't mean they're the right person for the job. Hire someone with a proven track record of success. Like you've heard me say for years, call Josh Jarbo, Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are turning tough plays into big wins, ensuring your real estate experience is nothing short of a slam dunk. And in need of financing? Say no to amateur moves and go with the best. With Motto Mortgage A to Z, you're getting the MVP of treatment. No more pain, just gains. So when you're ready to make your next big play in real estate, remember, with RE/MAX Empire and Motto Mortgage A to Z, it's always a full court press towards success. They're here to assist you in scoring the perfect property and navigating the financial hoops with ease. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, and let's achieve those real estate goals with championship precision.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker, owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Motto Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Motto Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
The U of L Health orthopedic experts get you back in the game of life faster. We lead the state in robotic surgical procedures that minimize pain and recovery time. Our high-level care and customized surgeries treat everything from shoulders to toes, including spines. And as the official health provider for U of L Athletics, we give that same VIP care to every patient. That's the power of you. Visit uoflhealth.org.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-455-9419 today.
Buy 4 washes, get 3 free on our top 3 wash books during Mike's Car Wash biggest sale of the year. Wash books make the perfect gift for dad. Buy 4 washes, get 3 free on our top 3 wash books at all Louisville area Mike's Car Wash locations. Open daily 7 to 9.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, historic rivalries tip off with shareable bites, and every shot you take is a game winner. All season long, you're balling with 29-degree beer, courtside seats, and scenic views. I mean, where else can you pair wall-to-wall hoops with hard-to-find whiskey? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites.
Does tax time stress you out? Are you filing online but not sure if you're getting the maximum deduction? Well, Truth Tax and Accounting is here to help make tax time stress-free. We offer individual and business tax filing. You can come in office or file completely online. At Truth Tax, we understand time is money and make filing quick and easy. Visit www.truthtaxes.com or to book your appointment, call or text us at 502-264-8863.
Men, low testosterone causes a host of problems. These include a low sex drive, bad sleep patterns, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain fog, and more. But many men just attribute these symptoms to aging and don't consider that there are medical treatments that can give them back their vigor and vibrancy. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you're feeling like I just described, it's time for you to treat that low T and change your life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. We've successfully treated many men for low T and seen the amazing difference that those treatments can make in a man's life. If you're like the vast majority of men who are low T, within just a few weeks, you'll feel your energy return, that brain fog will go away, your sleep will improve, as will your workouts, and your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. So make an appointment and make a true life change. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the tri-state area to serve you.
you. Value Market is Louisville's grocer. Since 1978, Value Market has been your neighborhood grocery store for all of life's best moments. Value Market gets it. Life is busy. That's why Value Market has curbside and delivery since 2013, freeing up more of your time for the more important things in life. Kids' ball games, family visits, work, tailgating, and cookouts. Value Market gets it. That's why Value Market has 4 area locations to serve your grocery needs. Mid-City Mall, Outer Loop Plaza, Iroquois Manor, and Mount Washington. At Value Market, you got savings in the bag. ValueMarket.com.
This is Keith Bosch with Rates Fence Company, a local family-owned and operated business for more than 50 years. Rates Fence is Louisville's premier fence installation and access control company, specializing in residential and commercial fencing solutions. If you are looking for a quality fence installation from a company you can trust, visit us online at ratesfence.com. That's RAATZ fence.com to schedule your free estimate today.
Bob Valvano for Universal Windows Direct. It's only going to get hotter from here on in. Don't cool off the outside of your home. Call my guys at Universal Windows Direct. Super Spacer technology is the key. It'll keep your home cooler, more comfortable year-round, and always quieter. Plus, Universal Windows Direct backs it up with a true lifetime warranty as long as you own your home. 20 years to the next homeowner. Call them at 502-487-5099. For every 2 windows you buy, you'll get 2 free, plus 0% financing for 36 months. Check them out at uwd.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
When it's time to replace your heating and air system, we know people want options. That's why you'll always get a free second opinion with BJ Heating and Cooling. Plus, for a limited time, get up to $750 off a new Bryant system.
Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
When it's time to replace your heating and air system, we know people want options. That's why you'll always get a free second opinion with BJ Heating and Cooling. Plus, for a limited time, get 0% financing for 60 months on a new Bryant system.
Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
Lanning Paints is truly Louisville's hometown paint manufacturer. We create architectural coatings for homes and ship our industrial and commercial products across the United States and even across the world. I am Aaron Lanning, and I am lucky enough to work alongside my father, Nick, who is our chemist and brainchild for our local brand. He is working daily to formulate finishes and coatings.
Good to go in 30.
Interior walls, basement and garage floors, driveways, fences, siding, brick, and more. Visit landingpaint.com to learn more about us or call us at 245-0630 to reach our Middletown location or 612-2138 for Dixie Highway, where we proudly offer a full array of Benjamin Moore products. Lanning Paints, painting the USA from Louisville, Kentucky since 1983.
You should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 36 years of experience, best service, fairest possible price. And it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call. 812-725-9217 or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com. Which team has the edge in the NBA Finals, Steve Rummage?
Oh, gosh, man. That starts tonight, right?
No,
Or tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
yeah. Oh, man. You know, maybe the Mavericks.
Did they lose momentum by having 5 days off?
Well, no, I'm just saying I think the Mavericks maybe because they've had a tougher road. I mean, you know, Boston's kind of Boston still had played some good teams, but you know, the Mavericks might be a little more. I don't know.
Who are
pretty even, man?
Yeah, I was gonna say what do you think most of the nation is rooting for?
I don't know.
Turn it up.
I think the nation wants the Mavericks because the majority of the nation doesn't like Boston fans.
That could be true. I could see that.
It's kind of like if it was the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, people would want them to lose. I know, Rummage. I'm right though, but like it's kind of like that. Like,
well, people, but you got to understand that's people, and then the other half of the country that are Cowboys fans. So it's not that's not like it's really all that uneven.
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
Which team has the edge? Luka? Yeah, surely the Mavericks, right?
I would think.
I saw a stat that.
Go ahead.
I saw a stat that in the 2016 playoff run that LeBron and Kyrie had, Luka and Kyrie's run this year has been better in every aspect: assists, rebounds, points, and everything. Has been better than that duo from 2016.
Of course, they didn't play any of the same teams that they played.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So,
I would. You mean like them as a tandem? Their numbers are better. Yeah. Problem with that is LeBron wasn't like as ball dominant as Luka back then. Would you agree with that?
That's probably true.
Like they were more of a. They took advantage of more of the team stuff.
Well, you had a little. You had Kevin Love. You had some other shooters and stuff too. But I mean. Yeah, to me, it's hard to use those because I'm like, well, yeah, okay, well, who did they play? Maybe the Mavericks played a tougher group, and theirs is even more impressive, or
the addiction to the comparison like that is like, God, like and that never ends. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess for your imagination, Celtics, but here's what happens. What was it? When the world goes one way, go the other.
Yeah, no, there's that.
Who has home court advantage?
Probably Boston, right? Because Boston
won like 68 games.
The 1 seed, right?
Didn't they win like 68 games or something?
I think Boston was like the 1 seed in the East, so I can't imagine they don't have the home court advantage. They haven't changed the All-Star game or anything like that, have they? So,
right, where the All-Star gets the home court advantage or something.
Yeah. Oh, it says Mavs at Celtics. Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah. I mean, who's my little point guard for Boston? What's his name? Dreads. Real nasty. Who's the point guard for Boston?
Oh, Drew Holiday.
Oh, okay.
To me, he might be an X factor.
Yeah. I mean, Boston's got a fun team, man.
If he can keep Kyrie busy, or keep those guys kind of busy, Boston could go, but Horford might be out there getting torched.
Yeah.
Kristaps is back though from injury.
I was wondering about that too.
So I think that's going to be a big matchup because I don't think they have a 4 or a 5 to cover him on Dallas. And he was a former Maverick player.
But he's coming off of injury.
That's a sentence we say a lot though with Kristaps.
He's coming off injury. I wouldn't trust him. And like I said, there's not really a good narrative either.
No.
Yeah, it's like it's Luka, Kyrie.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing overly sexy, I mean, it's just the two good teams.
It's just gonna be like one of the worst. Like if the first game's a blowout, either way, this will be one of the worst.
I mean, probably. I don't know that there's anything that's
and it's like get ready now because as soon as the NBA finals, they're gonna start comparing the NBA finals viewership to the the NBA game is now nobody likes it because whatever. I mean, I complain about it too. The foul calling.
Well, you're about to see how much. I mean, how much does Luka have? I mean, maybe that's what we're gonna learn.
Like, is he gonna get international?
I mean,
ratings?
I mean, do you? Because I mean, Boston's a really good team. There's nothing about them that is other. I mean, they're the Celtics.
What's up with Tatum?
He's the weird one that I'm like, he's awesome. I mean, he's the top 10 player in the league.
He should be,
and he just doesn't really draw eyes though. Like you're not like, oh my god, I gotta go watch Jason Tatum. It's like, but he's awesome.
That's kind of disappointing.
Like he's awesome. Yeah, I don't know if which is sad because maybe it's just like you need controversy maybe to be.
Or you just controversy is so.
Because I don't think Tatum's ever had anything that's ever been out of line. I mean, seems like a great guy,
and
you know.
He's actually like textbook. I think he said.
Yeah.
I think he said he's never spent a dollar he's made.
Yeah.
From the NBA.
I believe it.
He's never spent.
He's like Gronk.
Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. But I guess when you're one and done from Duke, you can.
Yeah.
You have a good game plan.
Yeah. And that team kind of, they didn't do everything they wanted to do, and then he goes to the league and he's, it's like, okay, no, he's legit.
Awesome.
Even though I root for Tatum just because when he was coming out of high school, like he was ranked there for a while. He was ranked like 5th or 6th.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was watching him and he was the one that I was like, he's the best player in the country. It's not close. Like, this dude is awesome.
So you called him.
Yeah. So he's one of mine that I'm like, no, I was on him. I mean, of course, we're talking about like the number 5.
Versus.
Yeah. But I was like, no, he's so much better than the guys at him. Like,
I knew he was going to be a stud.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, hey, man, like, this is the guy.
Okay, what do we know about this Moorhead coach? He's making his debut as well.
I don't care. You got it. Yeah, beat him. Yeah. I want to show up on the 4th.
You like a yum. Like a yum.
Yeah, I want to show up on the 4th, and I want to watch my team blister Moorhead's rear end, and it's going to be fun.
In-state, give it a little extra juice to it.
Yeah, a team that you're like, okay, it's a Moorhead. It's a somebody
with a basketball, with a bit of a basketball, history.
Absolutely. So yeah, to me, I mean, I'm being facetious, so saying I don't care, but I'm just like, I mean, as it gets closer, I'll be like, okay, what's up with this Moorhead thing?
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's more of, I don't care, dude. Yeah, I'm not.
How many games do you think we need before Bahamas?
I'd like to play 2 or 3. Yeah, I'd like to play 2 or 3. Of course, you're going to get exhibitions too.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who we play yet.
You like secret scrimmages?
I do. Mm-hmm. Well, there was a thing going around a couple weeks ago, and I think Trilly Donovan was the one that said it. That Indiana and Louisville could possibly play a quote unquote secret scrimmage that would be televised, like for donation.
Yeah, either televised or streamed.
Yeah, or streamed or something. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a thing or anything, but I mean, I would be down for that. Like, I mean, yeah, if I can watch my team. I mean, I remember actually I met Marcus on us because we were collectively going to Saints to get a bootleg stream to watch our team play in Puerto Rico. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like, that's the first time I think we really met, was like, okay, I want to see my team, like, what do we got here? And it was like,
we were sat right up on.
Yeah. And it was like this crappy stream. And it was, and Saints did a great job. But I mean, it was just like, yeah, man. We're like, yeah, just, lag. And then you're like, I think Damian Lee's, what's he doing? Okay, he's got the ball. He would pass, and it would be like,
what about LeBron using streams? Did they ever shut that down? Is streaming shut down yet?
I don't think so, man. I think you can do about anything you want now.
So they pretty much stopped trying to shut down streams.
Yeah, I think so.
I was going to say, I definitely just watched the UFC fight on there. So,
has anybody ever actually went to jail for their streams?
No. I mean, they literally, like, you can go to Shepherdsville right now to the flea market, and they promote it on Facebook, like a company, and you can buy a box that will give you every channel, every pay-per-view stream, like and I'm like, if they're not getting, then that's when people are like, are you scared it's illegal? I'm like, no, because they're not going to come after me.
Right.
They'll come after them.
That's what everybody says too. It's like, I don't know where I fit on the totem pole.
I'm buying a box.
I'm buying the product that became available.
Yeah. When is Kentucky high school going to put in a shot clock? I don't know. All of high school needs to go to a shot clock. That's one of the stupidest things.
Is there still some school that just sits with a guy up top and runs the 3-man weave, and the guy holds the ball under his arm?
Yeah. Oh, we did it. against Scott County. So
Steve,
yeah.
you played for a team that held the ball.
Scott County was like top 10 in the country, dude.
Steve,
we almost beat them.
That is no justification for running the
I mean, yeah, okay. Or we could have just rolled it out there and played them and just lost by 40. Instead, we lost 43-40. The game was 43-40.
So what was the game plan? Like just don't shoot or just
no. It was if Jared Carter was on you, and it was usually me or my buddy Nick.
Mm-hmm.
And if Jared Carter's on you, hold the ball at the top of the key because he can't guard you, nor will he try.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll just stand there.
So
And
you were
we
trying
noticed
to,
that.
you were trying to
Actually,
get him.
Tate's Creek did it to him earlier in the year.
Okay.
And our coach found that tape. And well, somebody sent it to him. It was like, hey, Tate's Creek almost got him. And they were not even remotely on the same page talent-wise.
So you bring them out. You bring them out to half court.
Yeah.
And
Bring him out to half
and
court.
then go play.
And if he don't if he don't get in like he's gonna guard you, just hold it. Now you gotta watch because and of course Coach Hicks, Billy Hicks is like a Hall of Famer. So I mean they started to we're gonna trap,
start trapping at half court.
We're gonna see if you can throw a pass, because then it was like, because now somebody's open, and it's so easy for everybody to be like, well, they can't come and trap you because somebody's open. Well, he's 7'2".
Yeah. Deflecting.
Rodney Haddix is 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they can. And then they're gonna say, can you get out of it? And we did a few times, and sometimes they kind of got us, and it was like, but yeah, that was the plan. And then we would just set up. We would set up almost in the corners. I would set up in the short corner. If I wasn't the guy with Carter on me, I'd set up in the short corner. It was just boom, people get around. A little short corner shot. I mean, dude, I'm fed off that.
That's the dunker spot now.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have too many of those. So they had a freshman named Bud Mackey. I think he ended up going to prison, but I mean, he was like the number 2 freshman in the country.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to Indiana. I mean, like they were loaded. Their point guard went to Marshall. Like it was like, no, we have no shot in this game. Like we have to
bring them out, and whoever can penetrate and get to the basket.
Yeah. It's like, let's see. Yeah, the media box. Yeah, that's it. Back in the day, I used to use the old DirecTV cards. The only person that ever got doing that was O.J. Simpson. Never got in trouble for doing that. That's true.
No, I would have lost my cool against y'all.
Yeah, it was.
Come on.
No, it was annoying, but it was like we had no shot. But here's the thing: everybody in the gym's rooting for us because Bullitt East people were there. Shelby County, Bullitt East and Shelby County were going to play after us.
Just wanted to see them go down,
and everybody wanted Scott County. So Bullitt East did it to them the next night and beat them.
They did the same thing.
Yeah, but Bullitt East was better than us, so it was like a better version of us doing it, and they beat them. There was just nothing you could do.
So what's the time on the shot clock you need?
35 maybe. Like, I mean, it can be a higher shot clock for high school basketball, but there's no reason there shouldn't be at least a 35-second shot clock. Maybe 40. Probably 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to have a competent shot clock operator.
Yeah. That's kind of my thing.
Is that the biggest?
Yeah, that would be the biggest thing. Is a lot of it's volunteers. So now you got to get somebody that can run that thing because now you're going to have people, causing shot clock issues. I know, right? Straight from the yard.
It's a big boy right there.
Yeah.
I guess somebody shot clock competent and it's going to have to get yelled at.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's another thing for that you may have to pay. Yeah, because, I mean, you're probably going to have an official.
At the table?
Yeah. Running the shot clock, in my opinion, and you will. So there's a lot more goes into it, I understand, than just do it.
And implementing.
Yeah. I'm just like, do it, Yeah.
And did you see Florida? Florida is allowing NIL now.
I did for high school.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, Bud Mackey. Yeah, he was a fantastic player, man. Text line. But
high school NIL.
Yeah, I mean, you got IMG, got Montverde, you've got all these schools in Florida. Like, it's like, yeah. I mean, you can't stop it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen. When they started paying players you're going to eventually have to pay high school players, and you're going to have to eventually play middle school players, and you're going to have to eventually this is how it's going to go. I mean, it's not going to stop. Amateurism is dead. It's not dead, but it's dying. It's going to die. I mean, there's no such thing.
Okay, it's like, what is the definition of amateurism now?
I don't know that there is. You're one of the ones not getting paid. You're not a pro. Maybe technically, if you want to say, okay, you're not a pro, you got to change the verbiage. The verbiage. Yeah, it's like, okay, he's not a pro.
Huh? Because I'm saying, okay, amateur, is it like semi-pro?
Yeah.
Do you call college and high school semi-pro if you get any money?
I mean, it's the same basis. It's the same basis, really.
Yeah, you're not quite.
The only difference is,
I guess, if you go to school also.
Well, you have a time clock. You have a time clock in college. That's probably
of eligibility.
Yeah, whereas like the G League, there's people playing the G League for 10, 15 years.
Do you want college to go to quarters?
Yes, only because I just feel like uniformity is good across college basketball or across basketball, and college is the only form of basketball that's played.
Men's college.
Men's that is not, because women go to quarters. And I think there's some good stuff you can do there with the fouls. Like the women do, like the fouls reshuffle after the quarters.
Keep you out of
so that way, because how many times do you get in the bonus with 13 minutes left and you're like, my God, I'm in Rupp Arena, and every time
that's why they're not going to
breathe
change
on them.
That's why they're not going to change
like they're going to shoot free throws for the rest of the half.
We like controlling the games.
Yeah, and I feel like quarters would stop that because it would reset every time. So you're usually not going to get into the bonus until last
3 minutes.
half at least of a quarter.
God, that would drive me insane.
But it would bring defense back to the game because I think people would be more apt to, your pressure defenses, because it's like, okay, we're not going to get, you still can't foul out.
Mm-hmm.
You're still going to foul out because I don't think college should be changed from 5 to 6. I think 5's good.
Good people. Let me take a second to add in something. Listen, we talk about it. Sometimes the weather beautiful. Sometimes the weather turns into, sometimes the weather turns into crap really fast.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday.
What time did it dump down yesterday?
Oh my God. It was like 2:30, something like that.
I was probably napping then. Was it that bad?
Oh yeah. It was.
So just skies opened up.
Monsoon, dude.
Here?
Everywhere. I was in Bullitt County. It was doing it. And they said it was doing it here.
So it's just passed through.
Rain through the ceiling back there in the back.
Really? Is that what the fans?
That's what Bosch said, yeah. Bosch was like, there's a slip and slide back here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Look, I was taking my nice little nap. I was
done
to watch. So people, let me pass this along right now. If you have dealt with any kind of damage or you want to make sure you want to do preemptive care for your home, here's the thing. Your home is your fortress. Your home is your fortress. And your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today. Seriously, people, if you need to get your roof checked out, don't wait. This number will be available to you. You can text it in. Tell them Marcus sent you. It might help out. But seriously, get your roof checked out. This weather put some damage on your property. You don't want that happening. I'll tell you what, we'll reset, take the last commercial break. 939 The Ville. Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-455-9419 today.
You can give it to your girl, or share with a squirrel. Buy by the case, or pour it in your face. It's all drink of tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. New kind of taste. It's all drink of tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. It's from another place. Crisp, clean, LA.
Does tax time stress you out? Are you filing online but not sure if you're getting the maximum deduction? Well, Truth Tax and Accounting is here to help make tax time stress-free. We offer individual and business tax filing. You can come in office or file completely online. At Truth Tax, we understand time is money and make filing quick and easy. Visit www.truthtaxes.com or to book your appointment, call or text us at 502-264-8863.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Buy 4 washes, get 3 free on our top 3 wash books during Mike's Car Wash biggest sale of the year. Wash books make the perfect gift for Dad. Buy 4 washes, get 3 free on our top 3 wash books at all Louisville area Mike's Car Wash locations. Open daily 7 to 9.
Louisville fans, Steve Rummage here. We all know the importance of making the right hire, especially when the stakes are high. In basketball and in real estate, the right leadership makes all the difference. Just because someone seems nice or they're a friend of the family doesn't mean they're the right person for the job. Hire someone with a proven track record of success, like you've heard me say for years. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are turning tough plays into big wins, ensuring your real estate experience is nothing short of a slam dunk. And in need of financing? Say no to amateur moves and go with the best. With Motto Mortgage A to Z, you're getting the MVP of treatment. No more pain, just gains. So when you're ready to make your next big play in real estate, remember, with RE/MAX Empire and Motto Mortgage A to Z, it's always a full court press towards success. They're here to assist you in scoring the perfect property and navigating the financial hoops with ease. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, and let's achieve those real estate goals with championship precision.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker, owner of RE/MAX Empire, and co-founder of Motto Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Motto Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Bob Valvano for Universal Windows Direct. It's only going to get hotter from here on in. Don't cool off the outside of your home. Call my guys at Universal Windows Direct. Super Spacer technology is the key. It'll keep your home cooler, more comfortable year-round, and always quieter. Plus, Universal Windows Direct backs it up with a true lifetime warranty as long as you own your home. 20 years to the next homeowner. Call them at 502-487-5099. For every 2 windows you buy, you'll get 2 free, plus 0% financing for 36 months. Check them out at uwd.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Value Market is Louisville's grocer. Since 1978, Value Market has been your neighborhood grocery store for all of life's best moments. Value Market gets it. Life is busy. That's why Value Market has curbside and delivery since 2013, freeing up more of your time for the more important things in life. Kids' ball games, family visits, work, tailgating, and cookouts. Value Market gets it. That's why Value Market has 4 area locations to serve your grocery needs. Mid-City Mall, Outer Loop Plaza, Iroquois Manor, and Mount Washington. At Value Market, you got savings in the bag. ValueMarket.com.
Keith Bosch with Rates Fence Company, a local family-owned and operated business for more than 50 years. Rates Fence is Louisville's premier fence installation and access control company, specializing in residential and commercial fencing solutions. If you are looking for a quality fence installation from a company you can trust, visit us online at ratesfence.com. That's RAATZ fence.com to schedule your free estimate today.
27 area locations, walk-in, drive-through delivery. That's Cox's and Evergreen Liquors. That's Louisville's go-to liquor store. Buy 3, get 1 free cigars every Wednesday. So if you missed this week, go catch them next Wednesday. They got everything you need there, so check them out. They've got the wine, domestic beer, craft beer, mixers, bourbons, everything you need there at Cox's and Evergreen Liquors. They are your one-stop shop here in Louisville for all that. Cox's and Evergreen Liquors is Louisville go-to liquor store. Cox'sLouisville.com.
Before we get into these, you got any shout outs, Steve?
I do. Want to give a quick shout out to my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health, man. Listen, you guys have heard me say it over and over. I was just out, not feeling like myself, man. A lot of just tired, not feeling well all the time. Listen, you know what's funny is
sucks.
I would be running or like going for a jog and just like in the middle of it be like, I think I'm done. Like, or it's just like, and I'm like, why am I doing this, man? Like, I know it's not like, for me, it's not like a mental block. I'm like, why is my body just like,
it's funny that brain fog is something else too.
It is,
yeah, like
man.
when you're not feeling yourself, and you're not.
Yeah. So like I said, man, so I'd heard Mark Blankenbaker talking about Tri-State Men's Health. Said, I'll go check it out. It's probably not an issue I have, So immediately, I think sometimes when we think about those, you only think about erectile dysfunction or something like that, which they can help with too.
Right.
And I'll let you know about that a couple times a week as well. But I went in there quick. They were like, you'll be in and out in 30 minutes. I'm like, yeah, sure. You're probably going to wait for 30, 40 minutes. And then, so I went in there, I told them my name. Okay, let's take you back. Got in the back there, sat down. Lady come in, took my blood. She said, we're going to run this through your T and PSA test.
Was it easy to find your vein?
She was the best. She is, I'm telling you, if you don't even need it, go get your blood taken by her and tell me there's a better one. Seriously. Like, all jokes aside, she put the needle in and I was like, it's not even oh man, are you even doing it yet? Like, I turned around and was like, you having trouble finding a vein? She's like, no, I'm done. I was like, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I was
always
like,
good
no,
thing.
yeah, I'm done. Yeah. Like, as I turned around, she was taking it out, and I was like, okay. So, but I went in there, man. They did that. The doctor came in. He talked to me. He said, explain to me what's going on with you, so we can personalize something.
She didn't have to do the you ever seen those needle doctors that do the babies and they distract them with the little.
I usually just look away. I'm like, do your thing.
I'll feel a pinch at some point.
Yeah, but she come back in with the papers about 15 minutes later. He said, okay, this is your problem. We know what's going on. It's like your testosterone numbers are really low. That's why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Boom. This is what it's doing to your body. Bang, bang. Do this. We're going to get you started on testosterone today. Literally. So, so they waived that fee for that visit that day. And she come in, gave my testosterone. They said, well, I had chose to be on some semaglutide as well. They're like, that'd be on the way. Dude, that was 30 minutes in and out. So give them a call. Go check them out. Okay. TriStateMen'sHealth.com. So all you got to do is jump on there. If you're like, okay, what does that mean? Like, what is it? They've got a quick low testosterone test. You can take it. It's 10 questions, take about 2 minutes, just yes or no. And if you fit the bill for any of them, go check them out, man. Tell them you heard about us right here. 93.9 The Ville, Steve Rummage. So shout out to them.
Okay. So we didn't really dig into it. Dan McDonald.
Yes.
Of course, after a season like this, Dan McDonald's name getting bounced around, possible candidate at an SEC school.
Yeah.
Which is what you expect every offseason. You waiting for an SEC school to pounce on him. It's been long going. What do you think about that?
Well, it sounds to me, just from outside kind of looking in a little bit, that the conversation is Louisville doesn't have NIL money for baseball the way it needs to have NIL money for baseball. Okay.
To compete
with
the SEC
yeah.
schools.
Now, in that case, it sounds like Dan McDonald is very much in favor of using NIL and paying players and getting players here. There's just not the money to do it. Whereas let me just say this. I don't want to put words in, and I'm not overly knowledgeable about this.
I was going to say, we're having this conversation. You can feel free to jump in. 8150-939 is the number, 3831-939 is the text line.
As a fan, it's so easy for me to say, well, I don't care as long as the money's there for football and basketball. Like, I'm just being harsh and honest as a fan. Like, it's like, whatever. But it's, it is frustrating, I imagine, when you see football and basketball have so much money to go and do what Pat Kelsey's doing, to go and do what Jeff Brom's doing. And then you're like, I'm losing guys left and right. Or I can't go get a guy because that guy is asking for this. And I know as soon as he takes an SEC visit, it's a wrap.
I felt so bad for Dan McDonald because he never got the credit, I feel like he's been very, but I said it to him in person. You're good, and it's the volleyball curse. It's the women, it's the Jeff Walls curse. You're just so good that we just skip to the postseason, and just we make an assumption that you'll be there, and it's just like I've always felt so bad for him. But I'll tell you, Steve, when I sat with him at Kentucky and the Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, when I sat with Coach Dan McDonald, I was like, you got it rough.
I know.
When he was talking about 25 people splitting 11 scholarships or something.
Yeah.
22 or 23 on your rock, splitting the cost of 11 scholarships, Steve.
I know, man.
I mean, start right there. You're frustrated.
Well, baseball and other sports have always been in a tougher spot where they can only give so much money.
And you got to, and you have to divide it. Like, imagine dealing with the ego, Steve, of having to divide the money.
I know. And then I got to say the uncomfortable thing for me is I'm not taking it from basketball and football.
Yeah. And in baseball, you can't go to the league out of high school.
Yeah. I mean, what if I said, well, Louisville's got extra, let me ask you as a fan, Louisville's got extra, that's been kind of the rumor.
Yeah, that part is coming, like them trying to say, they're trying to streamline it to where you're giving money straight from the schools to the programs.
Yeah, now that would be different, but I'm saying right now, the word is the reason Louisville's in the Coleman Hawkins thing is because they have extra money.
Straight up NIL.
I mean, Trilly Donovan said it like this today. He said, I've got Louisville, SMU, and K-State in it right now. He said, I don't think anybody else has the money. That's the thing. Now, here's the issue, though. What if I tell you as a fan, okay, you can go after Coleman Hawkins or give that money to baseball? And I imagine Dan McDonald could put together a heck of a team with, we'll say, $2 million. You know, because I heard that number. I don't know if that's the case, but you know, how many fans are going to say, "Yeah, you're going to go after Coleman Hawkins"?
The problem with that is, what if Coleman Hawkins then you miss on it?
Absolutely. Look, do you say then? Maybe fans are more like then, like, okay, well, if we miss on him, then go ahead and give it to him. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's is he going to have to is Dan McDonald going to have to collective the league? Was he trying to get in? Or Ethan. Well, and like this texter says, stop with the excuses. Evansville's in Omaha. I guess that's fair. Right?
I mean,
do you think Evansville has a lot of money?
Are we making like
I'm assuming they're just talking about baseball in general.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't think they're
I'm like,
talking to us.
Yeah, I'm like,
I mean, I'm not.
He's still awesome. You know, he's still been, you know, I'm talking about the difficulties presented in keeping him here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still a winner. Yeah, but it's like, you don't want to send him out empty-handed.
Right.
But yeah, like just to set up a baseball, I was like, golly, I feel bad for him. So do you think he's coaching here next year?
I don't. I don't. Yeah, I don't. Not with any inside knowledge of that, but I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, just the difficulties probably taking its toll. I almost say difficulties, the inequities.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think that this year, if the right job comes, I think he might go. You know what I mean?
It was kind of wild watching baseball players pop up on your outgoing transfers in baseball. It's like, unless he gets Will Smith and those guys to just
money whip somebody, and say, hey man, but and again, I mean, I think he wants to be. I don't think he wants to be here. Yeah, but I mean, I think if you there's a certain amount that it's like, okay, we've got to take that amount. I mean, if I can go to South Carolina or somewhere else and win big, he's also got a career to think about.
Is he taking sneak meetings?
Maybe. But now, to that texter's point, I will say this. I don't know that it's all NIL either. Like, I mean, right. I mean, you also got to look at yourself too, and say, maybe I need to make some changes. Maybe I need to do some staff stuff. Maybe I need to do, and I love Dan McDonald. I hope he's here forever. But
also, talking about in-state talent versus out-of-state talent, and sometimes you can have a hot couple of years where you get some, because like I said, your in-state scholarships versus your out-state scholarships go into that. Too. But I know what you're saying. Like if it's really that
I think honestly, this is just me totally uninformed, but on that subject, I think it's a mix of a lot of things. I think it's a mix of, man, you had the facility that they wanted that they didn't get. You have now the NIL issues. You have a couple bad seasons back to back. Who's taking the blame? I mean, I know I can understand Dan McDonald having all this stuff going on, and you know what I'm saying, and saying, well, hang on now, Louisville baseball is me,
right?
And Louisville saying, well, but you got to understand, we got to pay this, and him saying, I get the back and forth there, where it's like, oh, okay. I mean, like, do you want me to? And then you do go other places, and you do see where there is a lot fed in. I just don't know if there's the booster, whatever it is, I basically put it this way. I can listen to Josh Hurd. I could listen to Dan McDonald, and I could look at both of them and honestly say, I see your point.
Yep.
That's why I say I don't think he'll be here next year, because I'm like, when you get to the part where it's like, y'all are not going to be able to settle on this, because I see your point, but I really see your point too. I just don't see a middle ground here, like where it's like, it's not trending in any direction. It's stagnant. And once you go stagnant, you might start saying apathy. And then once you start saying apathy, because I mean, what if, like, a lot of people on the text line are talking about coaching changes and stuff? I mean, what if Josh Hurd's like, well, maybe make some changes first, and then we'll see what we can do, you know. And okay, you're not going to do that. Okay, well, I'm not going to take money from Braum and them. You know, they've raised that money outside, different things. I'm not going to do that.
Because like I'll help with your fundraising efforts, but I won't take money from that.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, and here's the thing, that's not Louisville centric either.
Oh,
no. That's most, like I said, if you're a state school, you probably have a little bit of, you just have an inherent advantage.
Most colleges, the reason they're called non-revenue sports is because most colleges lose money on sports that aren't football and basketball. most
You don't call them Olympic sports, Steve?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, yes, I do. I mean, you know,
just a nice way of saying non-revenue sports.
Yeah.
Is that the politically correct way of saying it? So, Steve, really quick, last couple things. This is the anniversary of the Jordan switch hand game.
Okay.
How many times did you look like a fool sitting around?
Oh yeah, I did it all the time. Just Yeah, it's like,
listen, I was thinking about that. Remember how you talked about Elijah doing the little Fortnite dances everywhere?
Oh yeah,
like all day long, and the one leg hop. You know how that irritates the bejesus out of adults watching like kids look like they can't keep still.
Yep.
And imagine if you're a parent basketball or a parent and you see a kid jumping and switching the ball in the air and you like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's like that's not gonna work.
You think that one day you'll be able to jump, and when you're kids, Steve, you don't realize you're not in the air.
I'm like, I can do that.
You're not in the air, Steve.
Yeah, no, I thought I could do that move.
Like when you're in your room, you know, play on your Nerf hoop, you realize that you're getting zero air time.
Yeah.
Right? But in your brain is convincing you that you're in the air flying.
Yes.
And switching the ball to the other hand on the way down.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, that's never gonna, your hands are never gonna be big enough. You're never gonna be able to jump.
Yep.
But yeah, when that happened, that was his best thing ever.
No, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, it was a move. It's an iconic move.
What other move would you compare that to?
Oh man.
Yours is probably the East Bay dunk.
Maybe. I mean,
but that's not a really move.
No, but like, yeah, I mean, God, that one, and I'm trying to think because I keep going to like plays because I'm like Pippen's dunk and Starks' dunk, you know.
Pippen Starks' dunk, has it gotten worse with time or better?
I think worse with time.
Yeah,
I think worse with time.
Because when you see it again and again and again, you're kind of like,
I
mean, he got him.
Yeah.
He got him. Did you see the thing when they removed him from the card? They removed Jordan from the card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know that was a thing?
I did. I
did not know that was
Yep. They're like, no.
That's cheating.
Yep. They're like, no.
What? How mad would you be if you're John Starks?
Very.
Yeah. You can't.
That would be like taking Mutombo out of the Jordan picture. Like when Jordan dunked on Mutombo.
Right.
It'd be like, just even though he dunked like right on him, that was brutal. But
yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
What are we looking at over here?
No, Steve. If I'm John Starks, I'm ready to sue them.
Yeah.
You rewrote history by removing Michael Jordan from my baseball card or from my dunk card.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't even feel like playing that game. You know, I mean, because you know what I was naturally going to say next, right?
Yes.
Can you imagine the world we live in?
I know.
If you removed.
Yep. That's a good one. Dr. J's reverse layup. Like everybody tried to do the up and under with one hand, you know, like flip it up. It's like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, and see, again, you don't realize. Like, yeah, you're just doing a reverse layup. You're halfway across the court.
Yeah.
You're already on the other side of the basket, jumping out of bounds, and you just hit the bottom of the basket.
It's like, almost had it.
Just looking silly.
Almost had it.
Yeah, you removed somebody from my picture, and it's like you devalued my card.
Yeah.
This is what made the card, that made the picture great. Is Jordan was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I just found that out probably within the last week.
Yeah, I had saw something where somebody had been talking about that before, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
it's brutal.
Wish I'd have known that. How stupid did people look trying to finger roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Gervin had the biggest hands.
He rolled it off his hand.
Right.
All we did was hold it on our fingertips and flip our fingers like that.
Just throwing it up in the air. It's like, no, your hands are not going to be big enough to. I remember there was about a 1 month period, Steve, when I was in Germany, that I decided the skyhook.
Yeah. Yeah, we did the skyhook.
Marcus Maben. Listen, I mean, and here's the thing. It was when I said, listen, that is the most unstoppable shot there's ever going to be.
Yeah.
And I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember thinking just, how am I going to be unstoppable out there with the big, with the big guys?
Yeah. It's a shot that translates. It's why I say all the time, I'm like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think is one of the players that would transcend any generation. Because I'm like, that shot would work. It would look weird today, but it would work today still.
How would you stop
that? Think of anybody in the league right now. Like, you don't think you can get that shot off against anybody in the league?
Wemby.
Maybe Wemby. That's a good one. Maybe he should start doing it.
Why? Listen, this summer, Wemby, get your hook shot on. His voice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It'd be unstoppable, dude. I mean, it would be unstoppable. Yeah. Tanner, you can play us out whenever, man. It's getting around that time. Yeah. We can jump on out of here. I know you got to get over there.
I'm over coughing.
Yeah. Marcus is dying over here.
I'm choking.
Tanner's got to do another show. It's just a lot going on. It's like, let's get out of here.
As always, 8150-939 is always the number. 3831-939 is always the text line. YouTube channels normally made for the Bill. Midday Smarts, baby, 19 Bill.